What's poppin' YouTube, and welcome to my channel, Astro Finesse. It's your boy, Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. Y'all, in this video right here, if you have a master number 22, and now pause for the cause. If you don't know what a master number is, if you don't know about numerology, if you don't know what your life path number is, if you don't know how to figure it out, if you're just starting off your journey of spiritual knowledge, self-knowledge, self-love, knowing who you are as a person, knowing how you're programmed astrologically and numerically. If you just started this journey, when it comes to numerology, I have a Numerology 101 video. I'll put the link in the description. You want to watch that first so you can become hip to the knowledge of what I'm going to talk about in this video. You learn how to read your life path number, and you get like an introduction about what numerology is about. So if you did your math and you realize you're master number 22, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's just get it popping, shall we? Now you already know, before we start, I'm gonna give y'all a list of some celebrities so y'all can visually see what master number 22 people look like and act like in reality. Before I even start, I want y'all to understand that having a master number 22, this is the most powerful number in the whole numerology chart. So having this number, you have a very, very strong responsibility. You have strong powers. You have a strong strong and very high potential if you like reach your fullest potential, but also comes with many difficulties, but I'm gonna get into all that in this video. So to start, we have Will Smith, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, P. Diddy, Brad Pitt, Adam Sandler, Vanessa Williams, Kim Kardashian, Elton John, Demi Moore, Mike Myers, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So boom, master number 22. First thing that comes to mind, what y'all are known as in numerology, y'all are known as the master builders. Master number 22 is you have a master number is when you have two of the same number together. So like master number 11, 2 1s, 22, 2 2s, and 33 is 2 3s. So that means that having 2 2s, you have that vibration of double of the 2 energy. When you add 2 plus 2 together, you got 4. So you have double 2 energy and you have the 4 energy. And by the way, I do have a video about life path number 2 and life path number 4. So if you want to watch that to get like a whole like understanding of the energies, I'll put the link in the description too. So y'all, so let's talk about the 2 energy first. The 2 energy, we all know, is ruled by the moon, is like the nurturing, like the mother. They like to play the co-star. They like to be in the background, behind the scenes, working. They really feel most comfortable when they're like in behind the scenes, and they like to mediate, all about duality, figuring things out in a balanced way, finding balance. So that's the 2 energy by itself. So when you also ruled by the moon, Cancer energy, so like very emotional too, extremely emotional, very sensitive. So with sensitivity, whenever you're sensitive, whenever you feel things on a deeper level, that also means you're extremely psychic. So you're very sensitive and extremely psychic. That's a 2 energy by itself. This is a very psychic number. So having a massive number 22, you got that number 2. You're going to add another number 2 to it, so you have it like amplified. So y'all are extremely psychic. Now, before I move on, I hope y'all don't get freaked out and spooked out when I say the word psychic, because like we have been programmed and brainwashed to believe that when it comes to like spiritual things, like spiritual knowledge, like psychic or like intuition, anything that's like spiritual, we have been programmed to believe that it's spooky, that it's like is devilish, then we shouldn't follow it. So we've been programmed to be afraid of spirituality. So thus spirituality has been taken away from us. And when you think about it, spirituality is like the key to life. So they brainwashed us to be afraid of spirituality when that is the key of life. So I hope y'all don't get spooked out. We have to like reprogram our mind or understand that spirituality is the key of life. So we have to go back to learning about ourselves, our inner self, our spiritual self, just learning about ourselves, our energy. We have to go back to really focusing on energies and like vibrations and stuff, because that's the true core key of life. And we have been programmed to look at that as something that is devilish or something that is spooky. So we've been programmed not to look at that. when they program you to be afraid of something, you don't look at it. So we've been programmed not to know ourselves. So I hope y'all understand what I mean by that. So so having 22, you have double the sensitivity, double that cancer moon energy. So very nurturing, but also lets to play behind the scenes, be a co-star, and double the psychic ability. So keep that in mind. So you have that amplified. So 2 + 2 is 4. And remember that 4 energy is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius. So like, y'all are very eccentric, very weird too. But I look at that as being number 4. You're a builder. So you're all about structure and working hard and making sure you have things planned, being practical. So like y'all could be like stuck in your ways too, just because you have like a plan set. You're like kind of rigid. You don't want to change for nobody because you have your own plan set. You're very practical. Y'all work extremely hard because y'all are all about being stable. Like number 4 has 4 sides of a square. Think about the square, just stable building blocks. So the reason why y'all called master builders is because you have that 22 plus that 4. So any master number, if you're master number 11, master number 22, master number 33, your job on this earth, you came back to this reality. Your sole purpose is to help humanity. Every master number, your sole purpose is to find something that you could do that will better humanity. So basically, you're not living for yourself at this moment. You're living for bettering humanity. So really keep that in mind. So you should don't think that having a master number means you're hot shit, you're the top boss, and like you're all that, you're cool. Because having a master number comes with many difficulties, many hardships, because you have to learn like hard so you could be able to be in that position to be like, since I've been there, done that, I can help y'all now. I can help humanity. So having a master number, once you can master having all those energies, because master numbers is having like a lot of vibrations and frequencies and energies all into one. So once you can master them, you put them together, you will be amplified, and you will be able to carry out your purpose, which is helping out humanity. So make sure you keep that in mind, that you're living your life. You're here to help humanity. You're not here for your own selfish needs. You're not here to like think about yourself. You're not here for yourself. Basically, you're here to help humanity. That's your main purpose. That's why you got to sign that number. You're here to help everybody. So really keep that in mind. So master numbers, that's why y'all go through a lot of shit. That's why y'all have a lot of like, y'all just go through a lot, because the universe wants to make sure y'all are ready to carry out your purpose. So master number 22. 2 + 2 is 4. So you're master builder, because 4 is that building, is that building number. So what the contradiction is, because master numbers are always contradicting each other, because it's like having all these energies together. So y'all are contradictory because y'all are extremely emotional, extremely psychic, the double 2s. At the same time, extremely like practical, extremely like rigid, extremely on your shit. So like the reason why y'all the most powerful number is because when you're vibrating at your highest potential, which you should all really strive to do. If you're master number 22, I'm telling y'all the potential you have. So really try to work into getting there. Y'all have the ability to change any single dream into reality. Like that is like changing a dream, something that you can fantasize about, something that you can imagine, something that you get like in your mind, like things that come to you in your mind that you have imagined. You could turn that into your mind into reality, tangible things you could see and touch in reality. Because you got the psychic power, like extremely sensitive psychic power. Like y'all are really intuitive to energy, really sensitive to energy. So y'all have the extreme psychic energy adding on to that number 4 practicality. So you're like you're like a dreamer that has their foot planted firmly on the ground. So you could take things from your mind into reality. You could take your big dreams, your big ideas, and really carry it out and actually like see the results, because you have that number 4. So you are a core number 4, like deep down inside, you all are number 4. So that means that y'all all very practical. You're all very hardworking. You're focused on the mission of like making sure you're stable. Just all very like all about building yourself and building stability and just like being practical, working extremely hard. So that's like to the core. So when you're like really like corely practical, you don't really have like space for becoming a dreamer and like being dreamy, because dreaming and like having imagination is not really practical because there's no boundaries. It's all open for anything. It's like your mind is open for anything. So it doesn't have really a lot of boundaries when it comes to that. Number 4 is all about boundaries. So when you can master having the capacity to really imagine anything you want, plus putting it into like a stable system and making it into reality, when you can master those 2 energies, and the idea you have is solely to help humanity, and you could put all that together, then you're going to be living in your full purpose. You're going to be living in your highest potential. You're going to be vibrating at your highest potential. This is the most powerful number because of the reason that you could change dreams into reality. Like, that is your potential. You could really do anything you want if you can master those energies of the number 2, moon energy, nurturing, sensitive, extremely psychic, with the number 4, Uranus. Uranus is also like, Uranus is stubborn as hell. It's the only planet on the side. Uranus is Aquarius, stubborn as hell, likes to be different, eccentric, doesn't like to be in the box, but at the same time is stuck in their ways. It's because they're a fixed sign. So like they don't like being in the box, but at the same time they make their own box and they stay in it because they're stuck in their ways. So like when you can like figure out a way to take out the boundaries and be more fluid by allowing your imagination and your intuition and your psychic abilities to come in to play in the role of being stable and working hard and practical and all that, that's when you're gonna be living at your full potential. The challenges are either you could be too practical and not have no type of intuition, like not trust. No, y'all have intuition, but you could be so practical that you don't trust your intuition. You don't really look at your imagination because it's not tangible to you. You could be all about focused on working. I'm just all about grinding. I'm just all about being practical, setting things out, and not really being imaginative. Or you could be so imaginative you come off as aloof that you're just not really stable. It's like 2 of the most opposite energies. This is why having a master number is extremely difficult to master. But once you master this shit, you have the potential for y'all is like you could really accomplish anything in the world. Like look at Oprah, like look at Bill Gates, like who else I got on this list? P. Diddy, like all these people have taken their imagination, things that they have thought about, their grand ideas, and they put it into practical. They carried it out in a practical way in reality, and in turn they have created like something that is amazing. That's for the masses. That's for people. Like you're supposed to do things that can help humanity. Master numbers, y'all came back to this earth to help humanity. So make sure that you're not doing anything for your own selfish desires, for your own selfish agendas. Because what will happen is there's something called a karmic debt, that if you're doing things for your own selfish needs and you're not really doing things for humanity, because that's what you're here to do, that's what your purpose is, to raise a vibration and to help humanity. So if you're not doing that and you're trying to take advantage of people and all that, you're building up something called karmic debt. And once that builds up, anything you do will never prosper. Anything you do in life will never succeed. It will never prosper because you're going against what you're here to do. So I'm really stressing that for y'all to understand that y'all have a huge responsibility. Once you can master your energies, so you have to really work on really going inside yourself and lowering that, damn, so I'm really sensitive, I'm really intuitive, I'm really psychic, at the same time, really practical, really stable. So put those 2 energies together and that will make y'all very successful. So what could happen also is y'all could come off, like your presentation could come off as like you don't really care, or like emotionless in the face, or you're just all about business, it's all serious and all that. Like you come off like that. People might see you and look at you like you mad serious, or you have no emotions, or you're just like cold. But at the same time, having the double 2s, on the inside, y'all have so much emotions. Y'all are extremely emotional, extremely in tune with your emotion, extremely in tune with the environment, extremely psychic. So y'all have all that inside of you, but at the same time on the outside you come off as like just all about the business, no emotion, straight up, like obsessively thinking about how you could build yourself business wise. So once you could put those two energies together, those are the two energies y'all have, the number 2 and the number 4. Once you could put those together and master those together, your life will be so fulfilled, and you will reach the masses. You will help humanity. You will help everybody, because your energy is that powerful, the most powerful number in numerology. Your energy is that powerful. You will reach the masses, and you will carry out your purpose in life. You came here to carry out that purpose. You will do your job well once you can master your energies. Having a master number 22, when I was talking about the difficulties that happen, like a lot of times, and I was researching this, and I noticed a lot, like childhood especially can be extremely rough for y'all, like extremely tough. Like y'all have to grow up starting off through like tough tribulations when you're a child, kind of thing. Like the universe is going to keep giving you all these lessons that you have to reoccur, all these lessons that you have to reoccur. The universe is going to give you all these lessons that you have to really like look at it as lessons that you have to learn from. Like universe is going to always throw things in your way. Especially growing up, you're going to go through a lot of things, like having number 4 as your core number, that Uranus energy, that Aquarius energy. Aquarius usually grow up feeling like the ugly duckling because they're very different, eccentric, nobody understands them. So they grow up feeling like the ugly duckling, but then when they grow up, they become that swan and everybody comes around them again. So growing up, it can be very tough, like family issues and like, childhood issues can be very tough. So just understand that if your life is like really, it's like there's no in between when it comes to master numbers. It's really crazy. It's either you're living at your highest potential and you're prospering greatly, or you're living in a negative vibration, being too practical, being too stable, or not being too stable, being too practical, being too logical, and not really tapping in your imaginative side, not really trusting in your intuition. Really trust in y'all intuition, like really trust in that gut feeling y'all have. Really understand that you have both energies. It's good to work hard. It's good to be logical. It's good to always plan things out. It's good to have your own set of way of things of doing. It's good to have your own set of ways of doing things. But also understand that there's another realm you have to tap in, which is the spiritual realm of your intuition, your psychic abilities, the way that you can really look at somebody and really feel their energy. Also take that into consideration and make that as equally as important as it is as for y'all working hard and for y'all building your business. And making those equally important will make you successful in this lifetime. Y'all have grand ideas. I already know you have like amazing ideas of what you could do in life. Like don't ever downplay your mind, because whatever you're thinking is how you're feeling. So don't ever downplay the ideas, the imagination you have in your mind, because y'all have broad ideas. Like y'all have, because you're automatically naturally thinking about how you can help everybody. So you have a broad idea of what you could do business wise, that you could do things. Don't think that it's too big, that I can never like do it, or like I'm not good enough, because as soon as the negative thoughts come in your head, that's when that's the message you're giving out to the universe, and that's when like you're not gonna manifest what you want. Y'all have the power to manifest anything that you dream about. Like you understand how powerful that is. Like once you truly believe in yourself, you have the power to manifest your dreams. Like all those grand ideas you have the power to manifest it, because you have the discipline of that number 4 to really put all those imaginative ideas into practical ways of doing things and making sure you're following step by step to do it. So really trust in your imagination, trust in your intuition, trust in your psychic abilities, trust in the universe, like trust in all that, because once you do that, you're going to have all that added on to your already hardworking, stable, practical side. Mixing those two together will just make you that much more successful in life. And I promise you will feel fulfilled, because you're going to be helping humanity. Master numbers, you're not here for yourself. You're here to help the world. That's your sole purpose. That's your job, is to help the world. So having a master number, you have a powerful energy. It's a very good responsibility. It's a very hard responsibility. It's a very important responsibility. So have pride in it, but understand that it's going to come with a lot of challenges that you have to overcome. But once you overcome these challenges, the blessings are going to be even greater. Like, it's going to be amplified because you're going to be helping humanity. That's what you came here for. You came here for the whole world, basically. Don't be selfish because the karmic debt is real. Think about everybody else and how you can help everybody else, and that's your purpose in life. So that's my video on master number 22. I hope y'all enjoyed that. My next video is going to be my last video in this numerology series. It's going to be master number 33. You already know I'm about to go in. If you have subscribed to my channel, you already know I fuck with you heavy. Appreciate you for real, for real. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and handle that one time for your boy. Don't forget to drink your water and mind your business. And be safe out here. It's your boy Lil Finesse Jiggy Hippie. I'ma see y'all when I see y'all.